it's Brooke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to do kind of the start of like a little mini series. We are going to remodel San Myshuno. If you don't know what that is the world that comes with city living. It's all the apartments. Sometimes I feel stuck because I feel like all the apartments kind of like are repetitive. Like I'm kind of sick of the way that they look. So I thought it would be fun to make a sim and then move them into an apartment and remodel that apartment. Today we're gonna start with the Spice District. We're gonna do an apartment in those like clipper apartments. You'll see later. But yeah, so let's get into it. All right, guys. So the sim that I have created is Corey Langford. Totally randomized the names. First name that came, I used it. So that's why Corey spelled a little weird because Sims can never have normal things. Yeah, and I actually used the storyline for Create a Sim. I thought it was kind of cool. I never really do that, but I thought that if I answered the questions, I would get a certain type of sim. I did not get the sim that I wanted, but this one was cool. And I had a lot of fun creating him. So, Corey Langford here wants to be a best-selling author. He hates children. He's very cheerful, which I don't think really goes together, but it's okay. And he's a foodie. So, yeah. And then I also gave him a cat because I always think that cats with writers is, you know, the classic. So I gave him a black cat. And his name's Merlin. You know, he's very clever, he's curious and affectionate. Corey here is, I had a lot of fun creating his outfits. I thought this was like kind of cool, like, you know, like those like stay-at-home writers. And then, you know, just a classic formal, classic athletic, you know, his sleep. His party was really fun because I was like, you know, if he goes to like a really cool party, he's got to look like he's like, you know, kind of like a screenwriter is what I was thinking. Like he likes to write plays. And then, you know, just a swimsuit, his hot weather outfit and cold weather outfit. I never used this one with the turtleneck, but I thought it was super cute. So, well, why don't we get into the build? All right, so I go ahead and move him into the 17 Culpeper house. I think that's how you say it. It's in the Clipper Apartments in the Spice District. I love this apartment. I think it is an amazing space. I don't know, there's tons of windows. The view's pretty. I once made this into a 3-bedroom apartment. It was like a little small, but it really worked. It's just a really good space. However, I think they laid it out weird, and that's why it was only a 1-bedroom. You see me putting drywall on because I like to put on my wallpapers last. You also see me try to find the concrete that normally comes in, like, you know, when you build a house, but I couldn't find it, so I just deleted it. And I said, we'll just put everything down and we'll deal with the carpet and the tile, and it will look good in the end. I promise I'm not keeping the carpet and the tile. Here I try to use these. I love these countertops, but I hate the island. I think it looks gross. So I'm actually gonna cut out like most of my fidgeting with the kitchen just because I try so many different things with this countertop. I try to use the cabinets, but I hate the cabinets. The cabinets don't really match, even though they do match. And it just looks really bad. And I couldn't figure out this sink. So I end up cutting out all of my stressfulness, and then I jump into using a different countertop. So I decided to use these because these black and white ones look very sleek, and that's what I wanted to go for this apartment. He just screams more of a black and white sleek guy. And I never really use these counters, and I don't know why, because they're actually not that bad. And really, they're really cute. I mean, some of the swatches are a little weird, like the white and brown, I don't really like that, but yeah, I end up getting this like really cute kitchen. It's actually a really good size for an apartment, and there's a lot of storage space, which you don't really find, especially I didn't find it. And then I placed some bar stools down that make it look a little bit more modern. I think modern was definitely the vibe that I was going for. However, not every single thing in this apartment is modern, but I think that it fit really well. I was definitely going for the clean look. Right now I'm just putting down furniture to see how I want to lay out the apartment, and then of course I go and do my decorations and everything like that. I do end up using the good old reliable that table. I was getting a little frustrated just because I couldn't figure out, I can never find chairs to match the tables. So I was like, you know what? That looks great. We're going to do that. With the living room, I was also getting really frustrated with the living room. I feel like we have a lot of couches, but I feel like we don't have a lot of choices. I don't know. I really wanted to use this couch because I was like, maybe, but then I realized that it didn't fit with the vibe. So I started doing my entertainment system and putting up the TV, and then I end up deleting the couch and putting a new one down because it didn't match at all, and I don't really know what I was thinking. I go for that one with the wood on the outside. Yeah, this one and that black swatch. It's the black and white swatch. And then I do put a little chair because I felt like he needed more seating. You know, he seems, like I said when we were looking at him, he seems like a screenwriter. Like, I like to think of him as like the up and coming screenwriter. You know, he has a lot of parties. He loves to cook, obviously, because he's a foodie. So his apartment has to look very nice, and he needs a lot of seating. So yeah, but with the couch and the chair and the island space and the table, I thought one chair is fine. I normally do the whole thing where you put like the couch and then the love seat and two chairs. Sometimes, however, that looks too boxy, and I have never seen a living room like that unless it was like one of those formal spaces. Here you see me trying to find a rug. I had a certain rug in mind, and I could not find this rug. I searched everywhere and I could not find it, and I really wanted to use it. I really love that rug, but I couldn't, and I actually end up like getting too frustrated, and I scratched the rug, and I was like, I will come right back to it because I don't have time for this. But it's I can't even think of how the rug is, and I can't remember what pack it is, but I just used it on one of my personal builds, and I had never noticed it before, and I was like, this is beautiful. I used it in a nursery, and I really wanted to use it here. I was thinking maybe this fur rug, but I decided against it because I didn't think that was really in his personality. Yeah, and everything's brown, and we weren't going for brown. He does have a cat, so I do end up putting the little cat tower in the windows, and his little food bowl over by the trash can. I was trying to find a cute rug to put under this too, but nothing really looked good, so I ended up going with this little black one. I really wanted to use this pop hurt one, but I thought it looked so stupid, so I deleted it and played around with a couple more. I was looking at swatches. I never really look at these tiny rugs, but I end up going with that black one because, you know, it matched, and everything of his cat is black. So yeah, but I put this cat tree tower. I laughed at that zebra one. I laughed so hard at that zebra one. I did not know that was a swatch. However, I really want to use it in a build, but I'm not sure where. So maybe this whole series adventure will be a good time to use it. We'll find someone. We'll find someone. I do put a plant down. I wanted to see if I could fit a plant in that area, and I thought that looked pretty nice. Next, I move on to the bedroom, but then I remember that I didn't place any doors down, so I go and try to find doors. I was trying to find this door, couldn't find it, and then I realized that it was a 2-wide door, and I didn't want 2 wide, so I placed those down. I went with this, the one with the pillows at the top, this one, because it seemed like a guy bed. Not to be, like, that person or anything, but it just seemed like, you know what I'm talking about, like guy's bedroom. And then I do clutter up his nightstand. This takes a while, so I always do it right away. I couldn't find a lamp that I liked. I couldn't decide if I wanted to give him like a good lamp or if he should be bad at decorating, but the rest of his house is really cutely decorated, so I ended up giving him a cute lamp, my favorite lamp actually, that one. And then I give him a couple of books, and I put a notebook down. I thought that was so funny because he is, in my mind, a playwright, and I thought it would be really funny if there were just notebooks everywhere. I do know people who like to keep notebooks around just in case they have ideas, and I thought this guy was one of those people. He likes to keep notebooks everywhere because if he gets an idea, he needs to have something right then and there to write it down. And so I do, when I start decorating, I do end up putting notebooks literally everywhere. I do actually put a notebook on this dresser because I thought that when he's waking up in the morning and getting ready, that he can have it out and ready to go if he needs it. I also thought that it was a cute idea to put books everywhere. He also kind of just seems like a guy who really likes to read, or pretends like he likes to read anyways. So I put those books on his nightstand, and then I put a pile of books. I put a pile of books, and then this one with the cute, I think they're elephant bookends, and then those stacks of 2 books. I thought that was a really cool touch. He just has books everywhere. I was having a hard time finding certain things that I wanted. I do put a plant on here. I'm just not sure which one. I really wanted to put this cactus because I've never used it before, but it's huge. It's huge. Oh yeah, I just go for that like little aloe looking one, just because it comes in a dark swatch. I thought so hard about putting that Strangerville weird thing on there because I was like, you always have random stuff in your room. That like little thing that looks like a bowling pin, but it has like the grass coming out of it. I don't know. Go search for it. It's funny. See, I put I rearranged his dresser and I put another notebook down because, once I put a mirror down and he's like looking at himself, fixing his hair in the morning, he's gonna be like, oh my God, and he's gonna have to write it down. However, I don't think that this is the best way to go about things, only because it's like you have a million ideas in a million different places. That seems super unorganized, but this guy seems like maybe he's like an organized clutter person. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of one of those people, but when it comes to my thoughts, I'm like, everything needs to be in the same spot. Fun story, in one of my classes, one of my university classes, I sat next to this girl and she had a notebook that said theater appreciation on it, but we were in geology and she opened it up just to a random page and started taking her notes. The next day, or the next class period, brought her math notebook, open it up to a random page. How do you study? Oh, it drove me crazy. I really wanted to ask her, but I didn't want to be that person. Those are the kinds of things where it's like you need to have a little bit of organization in your life. I don't know if she did well in that class or not, but yeah. I don't know. Regardless, here I am doing the bathroom. I thought this shower, I never used this shower. I thought it worked so well in this bathroom. It was sleek and it's really cute, and I'm definitely going to use it a lot more often. I love that brick wall. Also, I keep pointing at the screen thinking that like you guys can see me pointing, but you can't see me pointing. You can only see me build. So, but that brick wall was super cute. Here I'm going in with the flooring. I couldn't figure out what kind of flooring I wanted to go with. Brown did not fit. And I was like, maybe this gray, but no. It wasn't it. And then the white was too much. Like I thought the white it was too bright. And so I end up going with this like dark brown. and it kind of almost looks black, and I like it. And then I go with like a really dark carpet because it's an apartment and you can't always choose what you want in the apartment. So yeah, I did that. And then here I go and I try to find a backsplash. I do end up using the Parenthood ones again, and I use that black because it's super cute. I love that backsplash, and it fits really well with these counters. I think these counters are my new, not favorite, but new like use. Like I'll probably use them for a while and then stop and then use them again. I do go for like all white walls throughout the apartment just because that's super common in apartments, and it's very versatile to be able to decorate. That's the whole thing that I was going for. Here I was gonna put his office. I do end up putting his office here. I thought this desk was really cute. And I give him a bookcase and everything, and a really nice computer. I thought that, you know, the whole apartment's nice. I'm not going to give him a dinky computer. I thought maybe since he was starting out, he could have a computer, but no. I mean, like a bad one, but yeah. Oh, and here I go with the notebooks. Okay, so I put another notebook here. Because when he's watching TV, and I put one at his desk, obviously that's a given. And I do put one in the kitchen because I think, you know, he's a foodie, so he spends a lot of time in the kitchen, and maybe like while he's cooking, he's like, man, that's a really good idea. Now I'm going to start cluttering the cabinets. I do give him a dishwasher because I thought maybe he was a little fancy. I love cluttering kitchens. I didn't want to clutter his too much. I normally over clutter the kitchen only because that's kind of what my kitchen looks like. Not like messy clutter, but like, you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. So I just went really simple and gave him kind of the necessities. Like I give him soap and paper towels and a bread box. And then I do give him a plant over there too. I do give him a spice rack, I believe, on a different cabinet. And I think those sauces that come with like backyard or whatever, I love putting those in kitchens. Only because it looks more lived in. Like I have stuff on my counters. I thought, you know, I use that spoon holder all the time, and I thought it worked so good in here. Like it looks so good. Those are the sauces. I can't remember what they come from. I think it is backyard stuff or cool kitchen stuff, maybe. I don't know. Regardless, I was thinking about giving him a coffee machine, but I think coffee machines are super annoying in The Sims, and I kind of want to play with this guy, so I decided against it. However, I do put it in builds that I know that I probably won't play with. I do give him these black and white salt and pepper shakers because they are very cute. I think they're really big, but they're super cute. I didn't like them sized down, so I didn't size them down. I do end up using that like dish rack, the like really sleek looking one over by the sink, because even if you have a dishwasher, I think that a lot of people do still wash dishes, like a couple of dishes that you have that you don't want to put through the dishwasher. I know we probably have some of those. Yeah, so now I'm going to start decorating. I start with the curtains, and I end up going for, oh, no, I don't start decorating. I haven't done the rest of the walls. But now I start decorating. So I do some curtains, and I do one of those in the kitchen just in case you want to have more light. I don't like the ones that cover the whole windows all the time. But I do give him regular curtains everywhere else. So yeah. Let me take my time to get back to the ones that I originally wanted. I go for those like really tall, the ones that came with City Living are the ones that I chose. I was going to do white, but the walls are white, so I went with black. Also, I thought my cheats weren't enabled, but they were. I just ran out of money. So I had to cheat my money back up, so he's currently really rich, but when I play with him, I think I will put his money back down for sure. Yeah, I thought it looked really cute, actually. It kind of clips with the cat tree a little bit, but I don't really pay attention to that. I don't really look at that too much. Here I go. I'm trying to find that rug again. I am trying so hard, guys. And I can't find it. But you know what? I'm going to find it when I don't need it. That's what's going to happen. That's what always happens. Yeah, so I try to find a rug that I like. However, I know that you can size things down, but some of these rugs are so weirdly shaped. I go back to that fur rug, by the way, but I don't choose it. I do choose this one though, because I thought it fit really well. I think we need more oval ones and better circle ones, because they're either too small or too big, and when you size them up or down, they don't fit like under tables and stuff. And then I think we just need less really long rugs, right? Like we have so many really long rugs. We just need normal sized rugs and we don't have them. So yeah, I am trying to put a plant in this corner, but I realized that it's not gonna work because all the ones that I wanted to use clipped with the wall, and it just looked a little weird. Also, yeah, I think he's okay without plants. You know, he has a cat. He doesn't want a lot of plants. Here I go with some pictures. I really wanted to use that wine one, but again, it's huge, so I couldn't. So I go with the Old Reliable, those like little trees. I love that picture. And then I move on to the bathroom and I put a robe in here and a mirror and a picture. I use that plumb bob picture because I think it's super cute. I love that plumb bob picture. I don't know. It's like a little weird, but like your Sims relate to it. I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool in most builds. So I put it in like every build that I do, but that's okay. Yeah, I put this really dark mirror. I had placed those towels earlier, and so now I go in and I try to find the picture that I want, but I end up just choosing the plumb bob one. I wanted to use this one, but it's huge. Everything's huge. Like, why can't we have anything small? Yeah, so I placed the plumb bob. I thought it looked cute, very, very sleek. Now I'm gonna move on to the hallway. I wanted to use that picture again, but I wanted something long. So I end up doing these because these are really cute too. And then I really want to do a table, and I placed one down, and then I was like, no, we won't do a table. But then I do go back and put a table. I just couldn't find one that I liked. And the one that I placed, I didn't really like, but I really wanted one there. So here I go, I change my mind and I go back and I choose the black one of this that came with fitness stuff. I love it. I think it's super cute. And when it first came out, these kinds of things were that like marble was super in. I put another notebook on this table, even though his desk is right there, because I mean, you never know when you need to jot things down. And now I'm going to start putting in pictures and stuff into the room. I thought since he was a film writer that we would put movie posters all over his wall. I love that cow plant one. Just because if he wants to be a film writer, then obviously he's gonna be watching some films all the time. So I figured these three were his favorite films. I tried to find a curtain that fit, but I couldn't, so I went with that one. Just in case he needed more lighting to do his hair in the morning. Now I'm trying to find a plant to go into this corner, but I couldn't find the one that I wanted. I wanted the one with like the leaves, and it's really bugging me because I can see myself pass it every time I go past it, and it's driving me insane. Right there. Yep, there we go. I found it, and I love that plant. I think it's super cute. And it came with Get Famous. Oh, interesting. So yeah, and now I'm trying to find more things to put in his bedroom because I think that it's a little bland. I think the white, that's the problem with doing all white walls. It does get a little bland sometimes, but you can always fill it up with space, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I really like the shelves, but the shelves weren't really the vibe. And all of our tapestries are so bright. Like the one that came with like movie stuff is so bright. I do choose the small version of this and I size it down one. I thought it looked really cool. It stuck with the black and white theme. I was gonna put something in this corner, but I couldn't really find anything that matched what I wanted. So I think I just leave it blank. However, I thought it would be really funny if he was like a secret bowler, but I didn't do that. And now I'm going to decorate the desk. I put, I think, just one picture. I think I wanted to do the calendar, but it was too bright. Like, to have all this black and white and then do this like yellow cat calendar was weird. So I end up wanting to put this picture in because I'm also obsessed with this picture. And I put a plant on the bookcase because you can never have too many things, too many plants. However, I wish he had more, but our excuse is that he has a cat, and yeah. All right, and so now I am going to go ahead and delete the walls above the doors. In order to upload this to the gallery, I have to upload it as a room and not a house, which is weird. So if you delete the walls above the door, then it counts as a room, and then when you download it onto this lot, you just bulldoze what's there and then place the room, and then you can just add those walls back and it works perfectly fine. So yeah, go ahead and check it out on the gallery. All right, guys, so I hope you really liked this remodel. I will be back next week to do another apartment with a new sim. And yeah, go ahead, feel free to comment, tell me if you like it, love it, hate it. Be nice though, because my feelings are a little sensitive. Tell me what I should change. Yeah, I'm open to all criticism. Yeah, so go ahead, like, subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.